Yeah, what's good, people? How's everybody doing? Welcome. You're here on a Thursday, so you already know. Literally anything podcast for the people.
Bitches. Oh,
The team, all three of us as a unit. Last couple times y'all seen this. I got some feedbacks.
see, that's me.
Oh, all right. You killing me, bro. Can't do
My bad.
that.
I had to fix it up. My bad.
No, it's cool. You surprised me though. I thought that was me because I'm over here with everything.
I thought that was your horny ass cat in the background.
she in here though. She's somewhere around here. Like,
yeah, your cat is out of control, bro.
I wanted to throw a boot at that cat the whole episode.
Yo, Karen, what's up, everybody? So, welcome back. We are back as a three-man weave, as we say sometimes, or whatever other cool nicknames you got for trios of people. We are them. We are here. LAP in the building. Hope everyone had a good couple of weeks. We actually was with y'all last week. Me and Hood was. Brother Left was being a grown man. So
right.
First off, I'm mad. I just looked at your name, bro. We you're about them bitches' top priority is fucking amazing.
Somebody I like that. On the side of the head as soon as we get off.
Hey, that ain't my motherfucking business. I'm entertained as of right now. So thank you. Yes, that worked out. But had the Father's Day episode last week. Shout out to all the dads and all the father figures and all that. All us who take care of a bunch of kids that don't belong to us for a very small fee. Shout out to everybody, man. If you're in any way positively involved in a young person's life as a man, shout out to you. But in that week that has passed, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was looking for like some baseline kind of like cool regular shit to talk about, but it was a lot of dumb shit, like just nonsense this week, just complete nonsense. So Left, we ain't heard your voice in a couple weeks. I mean, me and Left was at the cookout on Sunday, y'all. We went live for that. A few of y'all might have saw that, but we ain't been in this forum. Throw them topics up and get our shit off as it would be. So Left, what's pressing, bro? Let's hear something from you. What's on your mind? If I told you you only can talk about one thing today, what would be that one thing?
Oh my gosh. See, it's wild because like the last few weeks of life have been like kind of been crazy, and the wind down from the school year, and then if you've been homeschooling your kid, there's no change, right. But my youngin is in here running around like I can do everything because he ain't got to do classwork right now, so it's a different dynamic. But I was just like I'm just appreciative of my brothers. Last week I had the opportunity to listen into some of the show, and I couldn't comment because of course I was working. But right. We keep it moving. This is what it's supposed to be like. We have a dynamic to where if one person happens to not be able to be here, it's a strong enough vibe to where the other two components of the show can carry that person's weight. And if need be, we pull on another one of brothers or sisters that, are within our circle to bring it back together, Exactly. Yeah, we definitely got a great support system, and that I truly love what we're building here.
Salute to that. That's
facts.
A
beautiful thing.
Yeah. That's big facts. Yes, indeed. So what's on your mind, big guy?
Why you say it like a doctor that want to be cool with black people?
That was literally what I was going for. Like the weird teacher guy. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Like, that's what I was going for.
You almost called me nigga. Like, I ain't like that.
Hey, yo, that joint that you exactly.
Yo,
It's like, yo,
wow,
really
how
They
did
really let that shit slide.
And
They
then
let
he
that
just
shit
walked
slide.
they
off
let that
like,
shit go, bro?
yeah,
Yeah, like
Niggas, but y'all remember the do-rag phase?
yo, I do remember. No, I got a meme that said your supervisor trying to explain Juneteenth as a holiday to his staff, and then and it had the picture of Vince in the do-rag. So,
Hey, yo.
because that's how real that is.
Yo,
Wait. He said,
before you
Go ahead.
Before you go in, Hood. All right, so Saturday I was at a Father's Day at a Father's Day barbecue over in Jersey, right? And we're sitting there, and I'm talking to this guy. I forget his name, but he's one of my homies' best friends, and he runs a bunch of AT&T stores. So he's like, and it's funny because he looks like he looks like Jonah Hill.
That's a very look. That's a very particular look to have. Like
he looks just like him and shit. So
Jonah Hill
talking. So he's talking about how his regional manager called him and was like I know you're off today, but I don't know how to go about this Juneteenth thing, and they're giving us $50 to spend per store, and I'm just trying to figure out how do we how do I go? He was like, dude, I'm white. Why the fuck are you calling me? He was like,
that's the only appropriate response.
It's like, cause you hang with nothing but black people. Like, that's why I'm calling you.
So
yo.
I'm cool.
Come on, dog. Like, I don't know. So he was like, look, I sent him to Sweet Lucy's, and he just went by all the stores, dropping off good plates from Sweet Lucy's.
Wait a minute. See, because
inappropriate shit.
All right, so because I had something that's like really directly pushing right to that, but I don't want to interrupt you because we was that was a caveat right there. So go ahead, bro.
Nah, I mean, I guess like a similar situation. My mom, I mean, everybody know Tasha. So I didn't grow up. My parents my parents weren't militant by any means, right?
Right.
So like my upbringing very much was like, if you white and you grew up around us and that's really how you talk, like you could say nigga, you could, like, that's just how it was. And I guess that I really don't care if you're accepted in this circle. Don't bring that shit in my circle if I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like I told you about the little incident I got into at the basketball court. It was like, nah, nigga, bro. Like I see you got your mans with you, but I'm gonna still fuck you up because you can't do that around people you don't know. So whatever. Me and my mom are having that conversation. My mom was like, I mean, yeah, I guess I never really thought of it that way. She was like, my mom's like, I don't like nobody saying it. That's my mom's thing. Even though my mom says nigga all the time. I'm like, Mom, you said nigga yesterday. Nigga, no, I did not. Like, that is Tasha.
Take it from a nigga who says nigga. Trust me, that nigga says nigga all the time. Yeah.
So she's saying this dude at her job, like she always FaceTime. I forget what his name is. This white dude at her job. She always FaceTime me. My mom gets a kick out of white people who know black songs, as if country music isn't black music at this point. Like, so she's like, my mom will FaceTime, like, and then I don't know, he'll be saying a March Madness under his breath, like. So he said nigga at work the other day, and I was like, and then my mom was like, oh nah, chill. And he was like, Tasha, you know all my friends is black, you know, da-da-da. And then my mom let it slide. I was like, Mom, I can't guarantee you that if he did that in front of me, I won't punch him in his mouth.
Right.
You not my fucking friend. You not. I don't know you like that. You not.
I don't know nothing about your history or your life.
Exactly.
What you've been through.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have any of those.
I have white friends that I know is from my same environment that ain't never been on that type of stuff. Not to say that I got 50 white. No. I got probably like one or two that I know that will slap the shit out of a white person should they even say nigga with an A and them not be from that environment. Like it. there's I don't know. I guess it's kind of like
hard ER is not negotiable. Hard ER is not negotiable. Now,
I'm not the person to tell people not to say that because
no, but what I mean is this, right? All right, so I'm still getting echo. Am I tripping?
What you smoked today?
First off, I don't smoke anything, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
I told my man's earlier that I'm gonna need to pull up on him in Oregon so I can get some medicinal crack.
Yeah, man, listen, we could do a whole show on that. Anyway, it's like this, right? With that whole thing, I was not put in a position where I was able to grow up around a whole bunch of white people in a way where they shared my living experiences and understood what it was like to be me or be where I was from. I didn't have any white people who could relate to me in that way. So for me, it's a hard no for anybody. Like that's my look on it. I'm not saying everybody need to be punched in the face. I understand people got stories, but in my presence, I would prefer if it not happen. Like you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I got some say,
they're clear.
If I can remove myself from that situation because I'm in a space where other people think it's, okay or whatever the case is, because I don't want to be that dude to just start stealing off on niggas in the middle of a room full of strangers. Like, I'm not just going to start Royal Rumble in the middle of the job. Hey, this ain't my scene. See y'all later, whatever the case be. But that's my feeling on it. Now, to follow up on what you were saying about your bullshit and what you were saying about your bullshit. So y'all see the hat, y'all see the super eccentric P with the Juneteenth Phillies cap or whatever the case is, right? So number one, happy Juneteenth to for anybody who didn't see us or talk to any of us since then from the team. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Similar to the story that you told, did you hear about IKEA? I can't remember exactly which IKEA it was, but either way, these motherfuckers sent out an email where they said they were having a Juneteenth menu with chicken and watermelon, and bruh,
Big mac and cheese,
and sweet tea, all the slave food, nigga, everything they made out as soon as they start letting us in the kitchen. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Let me play devil's advocate.
I'd love to hear this shit.
Hear me out. Swedish people are the least problematic people on earth. So do I believe that it came with good intention? Absolutely.
That shit ain't come from a Swedish person. That shit came from somebody in the corporate office in Ohio or motherfucking Tennessee somewhere. One of them little Jones, one of these little sub-hub Jones. It came from somebody born and bred here in this continuous 48. I promise you. Like, no, Ludwig von whoever did not send that motherfucking message over. Like, yo, take care of the Juneteenth shit. Like, no, that's not how that went down. Them brothers don't give a fuck about that shit. They was like, yo, it's pressure over here. Motherfucker said, do what you gotta do. Said, man, let's give them chicken and watermelon, because that always seems to work.
My thing
is, they don't give a fuck. Yo, the view of motherfuckers, like, that shit is crazy, bro. That's wild as hell. Go ahead, bro.
No, I mean, I tried. I tried. But the thing is, niggas love IKEA, so you already know that it's really not going to do nothing.
Oh, no. Listen, niggas ain't mad. Not at all. It's somebody buying a bed, laughing at the story out of IKEA there. I fucking hate IKEA because I just hate putting everything together. Like, why the fuck? Like, why, bro? Like,
I'm an Ashley furniture whore.
And then on top of having all this extra shit, 9 times out of 10, y'all forget the English directions. Now I gotta translate and go off pictures, look up the model number on YouTube, and pray a nigga was bored enough to put it together with a camera. Like, man, fuck the IKEA. But yeah, go ahead. No, shout out to IKEA though. I'm just playing.
You don't do some business.
Yeah, no, I'm
give it to me, baby.
I don't have no beef with nobody with potential sponsorship. If that ever is to happen, I would stop talking about these people all crazy on here.
I fuck with IKEA.
Except for Nike, because I'm gonna go off on them later. But later, we're not getting into that. Bro,
you might as well just dead that issue.
No, but so now y'all see this, right? And I was laughing because Juneteenth is now an official holiday, right? We got that from the good guy Joe Biden. He got that buff. Biden got it through. And salute to that. We're not going to downplay that. That is amazing. It is a big deal. It is absolutely fucking necessary. But what you got to explain to me is how you going to tell kids, hey, y'all ain't got to go to school today. Why? It's for Juneteenth. Teach us about Juneteenth. Oh, no, it might upset you if you're white. What? What? This is the argument. It's like more like it's a very large percentage of states. I did not get the exact number because, to be fair, the accuracy is just a side note. Like whether it's 25%, whether it's 40%, whether it's 5%, there are a large enough percentage of states for us to have this discussion that are saying that the curriculum within acknowledging and educating children on Juneteenth is too controversial and may make white students uncomfortable and problematic.
I mean, imagine all the black students that felt uncomfortable and being afforded to be, like, for instance, through conversations you and I have had, I know that your dad taught you not to bullshit, right? So having to sit through, that ain't what my dad told me. Well, your dad's a liar. How about that? Like, having to sit through that makes me fucking uncomfortable. Being a 20-something-year-old and finding things out about myself, like finding out or being able to connect the pieces of, okay, my last name is Hood. I know a lot of my ancestors were enslaved in Baltimore. There's a Hood College in Baltimore. Now that I think about it, there's probably some people that are benefiting off of that private institution called Hood College that I don't reap the benefits of. You know what I mean? Like that's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable having the president of my board of education. Her last name is Hood, a white woman. She's driving something crazy. Granted, my dad ended up driving something crazy later on, but it took him much longer to get it than it took her.
Right. Well, because the opportunities afforded were different, clearly.
Exactly. So, like, that's the shit that's uncomfortable. So you hearing about it's not fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, I never can get the thing of these things actually happened, but we still shouldn't tell you. Like, why? What is
right?
Fuck their comfort. Like, I don't care. Like, see, because here's the thing, right? For me personally, my dad was amazing. God rest his soul. He was in my life from the rip. My dad did not know his dad. My mom did not know her dad. My granddaddies ain't shit. Guess what? They don't bother me none.
You wanna know why? Your granddaddies grew up in the era where you could move 7 miles away and never be heard of ever again.
Yeah, well, no, it's that the get low, a whole different time of life. You're right about that. But just in general, like, even if my grandfather or if I heard a story about my great-great-grandfather who was like the worst person ever and had murdered motherfuckers, or did whatever the case was, it'd be like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. That's in my blood. Oh, well, because guess what? I'm here today, right now. That shit didn't touch me directly in any way, shape, or form. This motherfucker didn't hold me when I was young. None of that shit. Now, the problem is that some of this shit is only one generation away for these motherfuckers. And that's what it is. When you got a dad who really was on that shit and you don't want to hear the shit that you thought your dad was doing the whole time, but now motherfuckers is confirming, especially for them down south folks and Klansmen and so on and so forth. Now they probably not putting their kids in these institutions, but you hearing about the shit. Yeah, exactly.
We don't we go to Robert E. Lee High School?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that, and we always gonna point this shit out. And this is never a thing of like we just out here trying to always be on some rebel shit, but we notice things. And we not stupid motherfuckers over here at LAP. We understand what it's hitting for, and we gonna call y'all on y'all bullshit. So to that part of it, that's some bullshit. Go ahead.
You gotta think about the University of Texas, the Texas Longhorns, their fight song, "The Eyes of Texas."
I don't know that one.
Go ahead, most people don't know that. Give that up.
Okay. So "The Eyes of Texas" is a song that is basically talking about overseers looking down on the slaves.
Oh shit.
And this is the song that they sing at their fucking football games. And you got people, Colt McCoy, who happens to be one of the biggest people who has been talking about how he wants them, wants to keep the song alive in the third because of the heritage of the school. No, the heritage of the school is racist as fuck.
Right.
And it's wild. It's just like the second verse of the Star Spangled Banner. Racist shit.
Oh, the one that they conveniently let everyone forget about.
Exactly. But you want everybody to stand up for this national anthem. No. Like, that's why, like, if you remember when we went to the Eagles practice and they did the whole the national anthem and everything, where was I? Sitting on my ass. I'm not getting up for the national anthem. And I served in the military. I'm not doing it because I know what this shit is for.
But here go the twist with that, right? And here's my as far as the anthem is standing, like I do have a very serious respect for anybody who does that shit, particularly people of the same hue as me. Like, I have a higher level of respect for y'all who do that. And I literally, for you, I got a couple uncles, a cousin. It's a handful of motherfuckers who I know that are really stand-up individuals who I salute for that, and anybody else that I know. Because again, I'm not signing up for shit. And all y'all did that shit without being asked. Y'all arm wasn't twisted before y'all did that shit. Like, nope. So just for stepping foot in that motherfucker, y'all better than me. So I salute on that. And that's my only that's the only reason why. But I agree with you. It is a bunch of I mean, to be fair, how much of this is not bullshit? Like, on some level or another. Like, we've been like getting fed bullshit for a real long time. Yeah. Like,
and then the crazy part about that, like, when, like, to go even further into it, when you speak about the NFL, it's the fact that the military, like, if you go back some years, they wasn't doing all this salute to service when it came to the military. Like, I can't even remember how many years ago it started, but it only started because the military started paying the NFL to try to gain recruitment. That was the only reason it was done. And now it, like, being that it's a part of the like, that's part of their financial backing. Yeah, we gonna stand up, like, we gonna make everybody stand up or whatever. Like, it was never about patriotism. This shit is about money. It's about money.
Yeah,
I mean, but what is it? Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, I was just about to say it's the same exact thing as, I mean, y'all know me. I'm a cancer survivor. But do y'all think all the money that we donate towards cancer research goes to cancer research? No, it goes to shit like the NFL that gives y'all a fucking pink hand towel, a pink hand warmer, some pink cleats just to fudge up the numbers. They're going to kick back that 30-something% that the organization was getting paid anyway. It's kind of like a revolving door, because all the research done in the world, Temple cures cancer every 3 years. A black kid literally a black 20-year-old at Temple cures cancer every 3 years, and nothing ever fucking comes from it.
Right.
No, like, and I say Temple with a lot of gusto behind my voice, because it literally happens at Temple. Like, Google it. There's always there's always
I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, that's real though. Like, I'll take a small piece from Chris Rock, and the reason why he's one of my very favorite comedians is because of the intelligence and some of the humor. And his line that I always think of when I say this is, "There's no money in the medicine. The money's in the cure." I mean, there's no money. There's money in the cure. The money's in the medicine. Right. There's no money in the cure. Money's in the medicine, because we want you to have it and keep it and do whatever it is you're doing. But we also want to have a steady source of income to where we know you need us. So therefore, let me take that somewhat of a step further. Right.
Let's talk about villains that we agree with. If we keeping it a bean, Thanos had it right. If we cure all these diseases, we already don't have the infrastructure for the rate of growth that we have currently in the world. Not only the US, in the world. Thanos gets rid of half of motherfuckers. The bellies are full. You know what I mean? If you think unbiased got rid of. He didn't just get rid of all the poor people. He unbiased got rid of half of everybody in the fucking universe. With that being said, if we cure everybody and everything, motherfuckers not dying no more. The age expectancy is going to continue to climb, which is already climbing because the quality of living is better. The age expectancy is going to continue to climb, and we don't have the infrastructure to be able to sustain that. Thanos had it right. I'm gonna say it, bro.
I guess in theory, I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah. In application, he was fucked up about it, but in theory,
because with the humanity of the situation, like nobody wants to be the sacrificed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So nobody wants anybody that they care about to be sacrificed. So therein lies the big thing. Like, all right, no, you're not taking none of mine. Like you feel some type of way when something of yours is taken, and that's the selfishness of man. But you have every right to be selfish when it comes to a life that has come up around you. And it's wild, like, you brought up Thanos, but this is why Bill Burr, of all the living comics right now that I love, like, he's at number one for me, because he had this bit where he talked about population control. And it was funny because he's like, you send people out on the cruise ship and you just blow the motherfucker up. And now they're not there no more, it's like, and one by one, you're dwindling down the fucking population, because it's not enough resources for all the people that's on the earth. So
that's a fact.
Like, it's wild, I don't know. I don't know what the actual answer is to that situation, but
I'm not saying. Hold on, wait. I'm not saying don't cure cancer. That's not what I'm saying at all. As a person who, like I said, went through cancer, as a person who has people in my life who is affected by HIV and cancer and AIDS, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that as like a business person, I would understand it. I understand why they don't just hey, let's toss humanity a bone.
I mean, listen. You have to have natural selection in the circle of life. All those things are critical to the entire puzzle. So I'm good with all of it. Like, I got a fucking choice. I'm good with all of it. Yeah, but
I mean,
go ahead.
Speaking of natural selection, I mean, sometimes karma does the job for you,
right?
And I say that to say, y'all heard about the situation that happened at my job? The dude.
Oh, the nigga that guy on.
Yeah. Okay. So being that it happened at my job, I have the inside scoop on the story.
Oh, so shit.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
Give us what the news told us.
No, I'm gonna give you what really happened. Because the police investigation go and say exactly what the fuck I'm saying.
Right.
All right. So the victim, he goes to the ATM, goes and get some bread. Get some bread, and he go to get on a train. The guy follows him. You see him get the money out the ATM, follows him on the train. Train takes off from Frankfurt. Guy goes up to him, tries to rob him. Dude don't want to give up his money. Bang, bang, shoots him in the arm, shoots him in the stomach. And the guy, the victim goes running towards the train operator, like, because the train stops. Like, he stops the train because I just heard shots.
Right.
He stops the train, and the guy is trying to get in the cab with the operator. You're like, no, dog. Where the shooter at? Where the shooter?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. So then he goes to take off with the train, and the shooter decides that he's going to try to get off the train before they pull into the station.
Right.
He's in between cars, tries to jump off of the fucking train. all over with.
Damn.
Karma like a motherfucker. So as they pull onto the platform or whatever, cops come and show up or whatever. They take the guy to the hospital. They doing an investigation, and the cops start walking the track, going back towards Frankfurt, and the guy is laying in the track. They didn't even they thought the dude just got away. No, he was laying on the track done.
The nigga was smithereens, as white people like to say.
Smithereens.
When they first reported it, they said the shooter is still unaccounted for. They first, when it was breaking news, when they first reported it, and then later they said, "Oh, they found him on the tracks." I'm like, what? That don't even make no sense.
Yeah, they found that nigga in the in Rite Aid in the motherfucking oral medicine aisle, rolled out like a tube of toothpaste.
Yo, so he definitely he really caught the train.
Nigga caught the train
in the worst way possible.
Y'all niggas making us look bad. And it's two old women on the porch right now. Like, guess who just died? Who died? JD died. How JD died?
He just up and died.
Yep. You're not talking about Annie Mae JD. Annie Mae JD.
The funniest shit in the world is woke up dead. Like, I don't. Why do we let the OGs get away with that shit? He woke up dead. Hey, Nana, cut it out. Shit, that motherfucker ain't wake up dead.
Hey, y'all see that? Y'all see that fucking Karen trailer from BET? Y'all know BET good for putting out some bullshit ass movies.
No, I don't.
I ain't see that joint yet.
I've told you my stance on BET. You know I don't fuck with BET. Bruh. I just don't. I'm sorry.
I fuck with BET a little bit just because, you know what I mean? Sometimes Baby Boy be on. So, and other times Notorious be on. So, you feel me?
Listen, you can't watch Baby Boy on fucking BET. That shit is horrible.
Not the front with me.
My favorite
level one.
Listen, he overdo Dirty House, playing Madden.
Yeah. He's overdo Dirty in the house playing Madden. The funniest thing about BET, the best thing about it is that they play Martin reruns, because I can watch Martin all damn day.
But you know who else do?
Only the first 3 seasons though.
VH1 got the rest of. I was just about to say
VH1 do play it a lot. I don't really fuck. Season 4 is very iffy. Season 5 is an absolute no. We don't watch season 5 of Martin. We just don't. I'm sorry. You can I guess if you want to, if you like Martin that much, where you like the 2 scenes separate, Gina and another, that shit was weird. Yeah, that's I hated season 5, bro. That was the worst. Season 5 of Martin was trash.
What's your favorite Martin episode?
Oh shit! I can't go 1. I only could do 3. I can give you a top 3, and then you can make the order on your own.
Okay,
but I can't give you just 1. The one I was watching the other day, the New Jack City joint, that's definitely in my top 3. When bruh man came back down, man said, "Hey, bruh man, fuck you got my CD player." He went off on him. He said, "Man, I figured you ain't get my note." He said, "What note?" "I left it under your bathroom sink." That nigga said, "Why would you leave a note under the bathroom sink?" He said, "I figured you looked there since I used all your toilet paper." Yo, dog, the end of that shit is written so well, just as a comedy dialogue.
Right.
Oh, man. That motherfucking episode is hilarious too, bro. Yeah, no, Martin got a few. That's definitely one of my favorites. Don't You Know No Good that episode is goddamn amazing.
Nigga tried to hit the gas and then the wheels wasn't there.
Nigga, Renum spoons, dog. Renum spoons.
That was a great one. Renum spoons was great. When they was in Hawaii with that ain't no damn
dog. They ain't no damn puppy.
Ain't no damn puppy.
Incredible.
Yo, that was funny as hell too. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even see, and that's 4 right there, and I wouldn't be mad at none of them 4. And it's still more the Jodeci episode, Vernell Hill. Did you miss me? Man. Oh, bro, it's so many good ones, man. So many good ones. When they fucking had the blizzard and Hustle Man came to the door with the fucking jerk. Nigga said, man, I got these free range pigeons. He said, what the hell is a free range pigeon? He said, it was free for me. It's going to cost you in the range of $15.
Yo, Tracy Morgan smoked that role,
bro. Fucking bro. Yo,
but listen, the funny shit about the whole Hustle Man character, right? What was do y'all seen Head of State? How he reprised
I don't remember that
role.
shit.
Yo, he reprised that role.
Oh yeah, and at the gas station. At the gas
he was at the gas station.
Yes,
I gotta watch that again because I've probably seen that shit once.
Yeah, yo, and then Shorty was like, "How you gonna try and sell me stuff that you stole from here?"
Yeah, no, that's crazy because I definitely would have to watch that again in a minute.
Nah, one of the undefeated, one of the underrated episodes. I can't say that this is my favorite because that ain't no damn puppy is up there. Little Richard being the exterminator is up there.
Absolutely.
Don't you know no good is up there. Any Shanae centric episode is up there for me.
Wu-Tang Shanae John when they was at the company, that shit. Yeah, kidding. Yeah, we kid. Yeah.
When I don't know why I'm pointing at y'all like I'm about to slap somebody. When what's her name? When Gina had the fucked up reaction, she got her tooth pulled or something.
Oh yeah,
Martin's class reunion.
Yeah, and
that was up there
through the fucking headboard, John. Yeah.
You can kiss my ass.
Wait a minute, got the draws.
Got the draws.
Got the draws. Stand for? Got the draws. Got the draws. He pulled them shits out his vest. Tommy had draws in his vest, bro.
Tommy was hilarious.
Tommy was fucking RIP to a real one.
Yeah, indeed. Man, definitely.
Yo, and people listen to everybody who don't know what Tommy did. Tommy was a drug dealer. They said he was a guidance counselor. Tommy was a drug dealer. You ain't never seen Tommy at work. He was always flying in the motherfucker, and you always had some bad bitches. Tommy was a drug dealer.
Here's my thing, right? Can we just look back at as like one of the best worst fashion times ever? Like the sneakers of that era are timeless. Like they still sit to this day. You can wear any of them Jones. But man, oh man, some of that, like when you turn on an episode of Martin and sometimes you see them niggas walk in the room, you be
hard ass leather tracksuits.
Damn, man, like why was you wearing this? Why y'all wear so many turtlenecks? What's fucking wrong with y'all?
Turtleneck is the funniest article of clothing in history. I'm sure anybody's
like, what was niggas thinking about? Yo, oh shit! Oh, the one with the plumber. That was definitely
for sure.
Yo, that was definitely a good one.
Shit.
Definitely was a good one.
And Dragonfly Jones, nigga.
Anything with Dragonfly
Jones.
Anything White Bob. Because it was only 2 White Bob episodes, but I'm out of control. You're out of control. This whole party's out of control. That nigga start doing the jaw like that.
Yo, you know, White Bob is Uncle Rico.
Yo,
shit, yo, Uncle Rico is the greatest, dog. Uncle Rico.
I unlocked a hidden memory for you.
Gosh, get your own thoughts.
Yo. When he kicked that nigga pocket with them tots, man, listen, it's not a lot of funnier moments in movies.
Yo,
for me,
one of the funniest moments.
That nigga, man, listen.
In that movie, when Shorty walked in when he was practicing for the talent show, and she was like, "What are you doing, Napoleon?" Nigga was like, "Dancing."
Yeah,
yo, man. The way he threw that fucking water back.
That movie has just some golden fucking moments, man.
Yo, you know they made that movie with like $10,000.
Yeah, they made that shit. Yeah. Like,
actually, I'll tell y'all in a second.
Compared to what they thought it was going to do, that movie was supposed to be a little small jam, and that shit turned into a cult classic.
Hilarious.
That shit. It had a $400,000 budget, but what's his name? John Heder, the dude that played Napoleon. He originally got paid $10,000 out of that budget. And then after the money started coming in crazy, that shit made $46.1 million against the $400,000 budget. They had to restructure his contract.
That's a great investment. That's a great goddamn investment. One last one before we wrap up that Martin thing though. I just didn't want to go to Arizona, Martin. Yo, when the young boy said that shit, and he got right back at it with that shit. That's one of the low-key funniest Mario moments ever. I'm sorry, Martin. I just didn't want to move to Arizona. I'm sorry, Martin. I just didn't want to move to Arizona. He was mad at that young boy.
He said, "What you doing?" Making the sandwich.
Yeah, man.
Ain't this a bitch?
we could definitely do a one-off about just Martin episodes.
Nigga said, ain't this a bitch?
Quick reset, literally anything podcast for the people. We 40 minutes in on Thursday evening. We appreciate all y'all being with us, spending time, sharing your hard-earned restful hours by listening to us talk shit. It is appreciated. All right, so let me see real quick. I got a bunch of really like just goofy shit.
Let's get to it.
Let me see. So there's an IG model named Eliza Jane who says she gave the entire Phoenix Suns team a blowy, and now they are good. This is her claiming that she is the key to their success. They have gone 67-23. Count 68-23 because this was before yesterday and they won last night. So apparently this young lady's head is so good it makes all world-class athletes band together like Thanos with the Infinity Stones.
That's kind of sus if you ask me.
See,
she ain't have a lot of friends.
Name?
Yo, you gonna be the illest train conductor, motherfucker ever even.
I'm just trying to see what she look like.
I ain't even gonna do that to you. Hold up, let me get it together in my Lux voice. Hold on, let me get it together now. Boom, and do we got it up? Yeah, that's shorty right there.
I'm good.
I'm just telling you, you know, the brother asked so.
I'm good.
Never mind.
Get out my face, dick sucker lips.
So here's the thing, right? I'm just curious as to how this, like, I told y'all we've had this conversation before with my main man, Freak Nasty over there left. We had this conversation about one of his stories one time. I'm a solo nigga. I don't care what the situation is or what we doing. I am a solo nigga. I don't care how much I want to participate. I am a solo nigga. No
Left ran a train on a bitch while her baby was home. This nigga disrespectful. And then the nigga came up to him 19 years later. Was like, "Yo, I get bitches now."
That's a different motherfucker.
Nah, that's the same nigga.
That's a different situation.
It's so sad because that's two different stories. But that's the kind of life.
Look, you see how I did it though? You should have just left it alone, bro.
No, I had to because I just want to illustrate how incredible some of this nigga's stories are. Those are two different stories, but not really. Like, but anyway. So I can't imagine what the process for that is. Like, Gigi's asking the same thing, so that they like all line up. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you go about that? Did she like just know they schedule and catch them all, or did she like bust in the locker room like you can't leave now?
She's out
like,
nigga.
I want to taste the sweat.
I gotta catch them all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did she Brock tell them niggas?
Hey yo,
now you can't leave.
Now
just lock the door.
Hey,
it was at that moment.
Y'all know. I don't know if y'all know.
It was at that moment that they knew they made a mortal mistake.
Yeah, like I need the Colangelo.
They had walked in the wrong bar.
Or hear me out. What if they had oh, never mind. This is gonna sound mad sus. Hey, the last nigga to nut gotta kiss her.
Good night. Yep.
Literally anything. Podcast, people.
In the ground. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I can't put. Oh man, what in the entire hell? And that's my fault because I knew this was going to go left when I saw the story. I was like, no, we gonna talk about this shit. No, seriously, like niggas gotta tell me, like, how did that work? Like, if it's a nigga listening that can give me just like some, like, do y'all like flip a coin? Do niggas draw straws? Is it like the first nigga with his dick out? Like it's just none of it seems okay. Just so we're clear on that. So it's weird to me in every single situation. Like, okay, but like, let a nigga know how that go.
All right. So first of all, the person who brought her into the circle has to go first. He can't be, within the juices of the situation.
So time out. Time out.
CP3 got to give her the discount double check.
So time out. It's like a finder's fee. Like, nigga, I got so I get to go.
So I get to show y'all what she do. Like, that's
yeah. Left know about trains. He know how that go. Hold on, Illuminati moment. Hold on, I don't know if y'all can tell. I got all the goddamn numbers around my head, like the movie 21. I done pieced it together.
Right,
my nigga. In real life, you a train operator. You trained your whole life for this.
Yo,
you trained your whole life.
That's
for
a bar.
This.
That's a triple entendre.
That's the triple. I was just watching an interview with Sky Zoo, and he was talking about how hard a triple entendre is. And look at what you did,
bro. Check my motherfucking music out, my nigga. Check my music out. D Hood on every streaming platform. D Hood on every. Hey,
Gigi, mind your business. Hey, mind your business, Gigi.
We coming with triple.
Oh man,
this nigga trained his whole life for this.
And I'm also I'm also a real ass boy.
Fuck that. You real ass balls. I still ain't told one of them e-stories. I'm gonna get one, but it's gotta. I'm not gonna stop it now. But look. So, he just has turned you into like the train nigga. That shit is hilarious. I'm sorry.
And that's why this freak ass nigga got that camera behind his bed. Look at him, freak ass boy. Look at you, freak nasty ass nigga. Oh, shit. I've been looking at that shit since we got on. I ain't gonna hold you. I was gonna let it slide. Don't film me. Bread. Nah, don't film me with that camera, bro. I don't need that.
Wait a minute. Time out. Do you got voice command red light room? Nigga, you need a hug. What the fuck? And not from me. No, like somebody.
Hey, listen.
I love you. You my brother. But this shit is crazy right now. Like,
hey, P.
This thing, hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, P, I'm gonna tell you.
Because I ain't post Spotify last week. I got 2 episodes. Don't even listen to last week's episode. Go straight to this. If you want Spotify right now, and then go to YouTube. Leave Spotify right now and go to YouTube. Go to the 47:45 mark. And this nigga left. Just manually pimped his room. Like, you
y'all seen when Quagmire did that shit? You got something that GHB bitches in there. They lay their head on a certain pillow, and the next thing you know, they get GHB'd in their face. Alexa, turn the light red.
Wow.
Oh man. No, we fucking with you, but that's amazing though. Like, that's
I got the red lights too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
My shit's all around my whole room.
Y'all niggas living a different life. Alexa can't be in my room. That's another discussion, but I don't have Alexa in my, not in there. We could do living room Alexa. We can't do bedroom Alexa. Like, nah.
I got her in the kitchen too. She in the kitchen. So when I'm cooking, I like
that makes sense. These things are like, I listen to music when I cook. Facts on that. No, but I'm talking about the other. Yeah, no, we good. She can stay the fuck out there.
But you gotta set moves in your room, dog. Like, this is just real. Like, we grown men. I'm 43.
I'm not mad at you. It was just funny.
On Tuesday. I'm not.
Say that again, my nigga. Say that again, my nigga.
43 on Tuesday.
I nigga, I don't want y'all to downplay the importance of niggas who live through what we live through in the city we live through, making it to their 40s, because we didn't been the services of a lot of them who didn't. So, like, respect to that and love to the brother left. We definitely hey, you know what? I just thought about something. Yeah. We'll talk about that off air. We'll talk about that off air, bro. I'll get back with you. But yeah, Left got birthday coming up. So as we talking about stories and weird shit, y'all hear about RG3 this week?
What that nigga do, bro?
Negative.
Come on.
Yo, so y'all know Robert Griffin III, quarterback, RG former number 1 overall pick of the Washington football team.
Ride the whip. Go ride the whip.
Of Baylor national championship fame and all of that. So RG3 is married to a white woman, which you know, most I think is kind of in the contract of some of these athletes.
Wait. Before you go any further, I don't mean to interrupt what you saying about RG3. My brother, quickness meets thickness. You got the beef patties and shit, bro.
Brown sugar, baby. Go get you some.
Oh, man. Classic shit. All right, continue.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So RG3 has a Caucasian wife. She's actually, hold up, let me see if I can get the read on this right. Hold on. Either way, she has a training fitness business, and she posted a message. She's from Estonia. That's where she's from.
The actual Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not like when I say she's European, that's not an insult. Like she that's not me being the asshole that I am. That just
bought her.
what it is.
He bought her. She came here in the UPS box.
She ran track at Florida State. That's how he met her.
Oh, okay.
She ran track at Florida State. So she was doing squats on her John, and RG3 posted a picture, and you know how we do the sarcastic thing where every other letter is like capital and then lowercase, like the SpongeBob shit or whatever, right? So he, in that font, he goes, "Come on, bro, you got a white wife," and then it's like proceeds to say how his wife don't got white features, ass essentially.
She got Aunt Jemima's.
She got all right little, you know.
She do yoga.
I'm in the cakes. She ain't playing with enough for me, but that's a whole other discussion.
She got the little Debbie's.
She doing good though. I'm not mad at her in her situation and whatever work she's putting in, but that's not the point. The point is that of course once he posted this on Twitter, it became a thing of how much he's trying to compare white women to black women, and he hates himself because he's with a white woman. And, you know, all the normal things that social media will tell interracial couples and people of that nature.
That we don't all agree with.
We do not. See, my whole thing is, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, I don't care. I know what I like. I know what I'm going to go for. And if I'm in a situation to be out there shopping for shit, if I was single, I know what I like. I'm not. I'm good with where I'm at. But
nigga said, I'm not going to the Gap. I'm going to Against All Odds.
Like, you know, some niggas going here. It's different. Yeah, that's how it is. There's nothing you can do about that. But I just love that it always becomes like a referendum for like women to tell men how much they hate themselves or how much they hate other black women. Now, I am not going to
hate their mom because
but wait a minute. That's real shit. Let me not discredit that theory.
Yeah,
that's not always the case. Every black man that is with a black woman doesn't hate himself or other black women. There are men who do that because of that, or because there's a certain ideology or like, you know, fantasy attached to that situation in their mind because they don't have enough reality interactions to understand that people are people. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But I just always like I've never understood that shit. Like just because I see you doing something other than what I would do, I'm gonna assume that this is the reason why you did it. Again, because I'm not saying that doesn't exist. It exists at a really high percentage. I got homies who you could tell early on, like, man, fuck these bitches. Like you could tell they just got issues with women.
Yeah. I mean,
and I don't know that it has anything to do with color with some of these dudes either. I think it's just issues with women. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But it's very, that social media shit is, again, as I say, fake as shit, but always weird how motherfuckers attack you for just having a conversation. Now, RG3 a weirdo, and he been doing weirdo shit on this, so he's got a reputation that precedes him in a way that's going to lead people to think he being weird all the time. It's your track record, nigga. You've been weird. We ain't gonna think you ain't gonna change weird.
You ever notice that RG3 looked like Murder Mook if Murder Mook was athletic?
the Murder Mook, they got the noses, but Murder Mook don't have like RG got the big the Chester Cat smile. Like if you see that nigga in the dark, he's scared the shit out you. Like his joints is beamy. But yeah. No,
the thing is, to us, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, even in hip hop, let's hip hop and entertainment, fucking a white woman was always a trophy. One could make an argument that it dates back to slavery. One can make that argument.
One could be sure that has something to do with it, and I don't necessarily know if it's exactly the slavery, but just the unattainable piece of it for so many years, and it being looked at as like this thing, like but that brings whatever.
Oh, go ahead, left. My fault.
All right.
Real shit, GG.
One of the things that I look at, like I know that there's times where us as black men, like me personally, I wasn't the most popular motherfucker growing up. I know it's hard to believe that shit. I wasn't the coolest motherfucker. But I wasn't always the most popular motherfucker. So when I went to the military, I was a little bit off. Like chicks used to look at me like, "Fuck you?" No, like you had to be that nigga in order to get with a black girl on base because it was so few of them. So it was like you had to be celebrity status as far as the guys on base to get a black girl. And I'm not talking about just the baddest motherfuckers. I'm talking about the chick that you wouldn't talk to on a train. You know what I mean? Like,
there you go with these trains again.
It's how I was trained. That's how I was trained.
Damn!
Wait, they trained you in the military? Hold up.
Cooking this nigga right now.
They trained you in the military?
Listen, but look. Okay. Look, the funny thing is, I did that purposely. Like, it's how I was trained. Like, because I knew it was going to keep going. But,
that's amazing.
Like, if you weren't like the upper echelon, like I was still dealing with issues about confidence in myself. Like I didn't have, the highest self-esteem or whatever. So the girls that I would tell to get the fuck out my face, even when I was at that low level, when I'm at home, I couldn't get when I was out there. So I was reduced to, and I'm like because me personally, I love my black women, and I never thought that I would date outside of my race growing up. But then the black women wasn't checking for me. The white women were. But the Native American women were. The Asian women were. So it gave me the opportunity to find out differences about different cultures while I was out there. Now, the wild thing is, like, I remember, like, chicks like, "No, get out of here," or whatever. Like, but now, I'm not gonna say now, but in the age that we're in,
more recently,
like I seem to, like people seem to like me. I think I'm a good looking guy.
G said, "Fuck them fuckers."
yeah. Like
G said, "Fuck them fuckers."
Yeah, but then. Here's the crazy part, right? So
you brown and you brown, like, so it don't matter.
Yeah, she be acting like she be acting like she not black. Like, all right,
yeah, she said it like she was.
All right, we know that you Puerto Rican and you actually from the actual province of Puerto Rico, but you not us. Plain and simple. Like one of my best friends is married to a white woman, and she is my sister to this day. Like we text and talk to each other all the time. She's good people, and it don't have, like, to me, it's never been a thing about the fact that she's white. No, she was good for him,
right?
And that in itself is what like she helped make him better. Like, he's an awesome dude, but the fact that she always had his back, regardless of the bullshit, when her family didn't feel like this was the thing for her to do, and when his mom didn't feel like this was the thing for him to do, like, she stuck by him. And you know what I mean? Like, I look at them like they're one of my favorite couples. Like, Kev and his wife are my favorite couple. Kenny and Angelique, they're my second favorite couple.
Her name is Angelique.
Yeah.
She ain't white.
Awesome fucking people.
That's definitely a black woman's white. Like that's definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never met a white person named Angelique.
But this is the wild part. Like, you'll say that, right? Like, her name's Angelique, right? She's from Rapid City, South Dakota. It's nothing but white people out there.
She whiter than a motherfucker.
She's 100% whiter than the white. Like, but awesome motherfucker. Awesome.
Right.
Like,
I mean, listen.
The fact that, like, when you find the person that you're supposed to be with, when you find the love, like the person that completes you, like, I know it sounds fucking cliche and it sounds corny when you talk about,
but it's
shit.
real though.
You find that person that finishes his sentences for you, that, you know, the fucking, like, the perfect beat over, you know what I mean? The perfect verse over a great beat or whatever, you know, love of my life, all that bullshit. Like,
right.
It's real, dog. So,
how many of them Jones do you got, bro? You just keep pulling them shits out like Scooby snacks. Like, what the fuck? How many of them shits you got, bro?
I wish I had a trench coat. Like, hey, what flavor y'all want?
This nigga like Day on next Friday with the cookie. He just keep pulling shits out like it ain't no pocket, it ain't no bag. He just
I want the brown sugar again.
Oh man!
Shout out the brown sugar. What's that? 52nd and what?
Oh shit!
52nd. And Locust, I believe.
Locust.
It's like between
right.
It's between Locust and Walnut.
Them niggas so ghetto. Dude was like, bro, won't have no more, but I'll give you some frozen ones to take home. I'll give them to you half off. I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Imagine going to McDonald's and they're like, we don't got no more, but we'll give you some frozen ones.
Yeah, you can go home and microwave one of these Jones.
That's like I had a hookup with this boy in one of the Poppy stores on 60th and Callahill. The boy used to hook me up. He used to toss me pasteleos, like, throw me them joints, like them joints, like frozen and everything. Give them to me, and I take them home and fry them motherfuckers up.
Right.
Pasteleos, man. Yeah, man.
You gotta have your connect, man.
For real. If you think about it, beef patties ain't nothing but pasteleos with black Air Forces on.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's for you, good brother. That's for you.
Hey, let's blaze one for the poor one.
Yeah. Gigi says she can make some of the make some for the whole show, Gigi. We will appreciate that. Y'all, Ace Hood baby mom said he out here frauding for PPP money. Y'all see that?
Yo, she a sucker for that.
Yo, yeah, she definitely snitching on the team. But bro, Ace Hood though, like, you gotta sit the fuck down, bro.
Hey, my nigga making my last name look bad.
But he the best.
You gotta relax, bro. 144 stacks. Talking about you got employees. This bitch say he barely got a business. Yo, she was firing his ass up, bro. Yo, man. Listen, y'all. I said it last week because they are locking people up in Philly. I seen a pastor who they locked up for like $3 million, 3.5, something like that. They come in to get y'all with this bread, man. Like, they don't care. You got away with it for a minute. I hope you stack some of it because they're going to want it back. Whatever you bought, they just going to keep taking shit until they hit the number that satisfies them. And your ass is going to jail. Prepare your family. Make sure you get your affairs in order. Get you a lawyer on retainer. This shit is ending. Like, I don't know. This shit is like over with, yo.
Y'all know what Target been doing with their asset protection. So let's go back to like around when we started getting the chips on our cards. Right. We got the chips on our card because Target had a huge data breach.
Right. Remember that.
Yeah. So at first they had like top-notch fucking security of the world. they couldn't sustain that over time because the money wasn't coming in the way that they was paying they asset protection. I know police officers that was leaving police jobs to be head of security at Targets and was making love money. Right. So now they couldn't do that. So what they do now, or this is what I've been told. I don't know this to be 100% factual, but I was told this by a Target employee.
As it is understood by us. We
exactly.
will say it like that, yeah.
Allegedly, that they will let you steal X amount of shit, keep it on record. When you steal $1 over that motherfucking limit, they come in to collect. That's exactly what the PPP shit. Yeah. Keep getting these kickbacks, bro. These kickbacks. Oh, you at 150? You only make 30 a year? Yeah, we coming to get that.
That's amazing because that's crazy that we even let that shit slide that far. Like, y'all gotta do better, man. But that's all right, because soon enough.
Big fella, toot that ass up. What? Surrender me that ass, mister. Yeah. You no longer one of them. I'm finna tear that ass from limb to limb. Yeah. You have the right to take bites.
That's these niggas' future.
Flabbergasted.
That's these niggas' future, bro. Like, that's what's on deck for a lot of that shit, man. Because, like, that little couple dollars and them trips to Miami was not worth this, y'all. Like, it just wasn't, man. Y'all was doing a lot off borrowed time. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a different type of hustler nigga. Us North Philly niggas. They
got the memories.
Yeah, I mean,
you seen what was it, a couple years ago when the nigga killed his mom. His mom owned like a bunch of hair salons.
I'm sorry.
Hey yo,
it's more important than wow. It's more important than hey. I know.
I'm a warrior. I know who you are.
I call you Chris Hansen.
I call you Hansen.
Bro, like 60% of our episodes have at least one Boondocks reference.
The only show that's referenced on this show more is Chappelle's show. Oh, that's like sure. Clearly, like that's the only show that we reference more often than Boondocks. We definitely get a Boondocks reference in those shows.
Speaking of Chappelle's show, so I was watching goddamn, slipped my goddamn mind. Oh, I was watching this YouTube channel that I like. It's called like Mini Chats or something like that. And then they don't break down rap beef. They just put like a whole bunch of the subliminals together. My man's Lamont put me onto it. And they'll just play like quick little flashes of subliminal jabs from rapper to rapper, and then a lot of time you end up realizing like, damn, that was about him, and that was like 3 years before the actual beef that we know, like shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They had the Drake Pusha T joint on there, so they pointed out the on Exodus. Or no. What's the joint before when Pusha T rapped over Dreams Money Can Buy? He said something along the lines of Chappelle's show. It was something like Chappelle's show, Neil Brennan. We don't really know who penning, and that was well before the Quentin Miller situation had happened.
Right.
So that brings me to my next point. Did y'all ever watch Neil Brennan's 3 Mics on Netflix?
I haven't, and I saw it, and I just never got around to watching it.
It is,
yeah. I watched it one time and like never got back to it. Yeah, like I need to get back to it. Like, I
listen,
really do.
Like, as three motherfuckers who care about mental health as much as we care about mental health, you gotta, like, I would even challenge you to sit down with your lady, watch that shit tonight. That is, in the last 10 years, I'd be willing to say that that's my favorite stand-up hour.
I'm gonna check it out.
Easily.
Check it out.
Oh, because this the joke that been going around this week. This is probably one of my favorite stand-up comedy jokes ever. I think I also told did I tell y'all about the what ISIS won't shoot up?
No.
Oh, so he has a joke where he's like, yeah, you know, there was a shooting, you know, right around the corner from here in San Bernardino by ISIS. He was like, you know what ISIS won't shoot up? A hip hop club. Because the news report will read as followed. There was a man in the nightclub and he yelled Allah Allahu Akbar and was immediately punched in the face by a woman named Brianna, who said, and I quote, honey, today my birthday. Yo,
Listen, I know how incredible of a writer Neil is just from Chappelle Show material. He literally wrote almost all that shit with him. So you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, because he has such a really deft understanding of good writing and good comedy, I can only imagine that it's an amazing piece. But that's a funny ass. Yeah, that's real shit. It's my birthday. Yo, I can really see that. That sounds like a Chappelle Show skit. That's what's funny.
Right.
Like that sounds like a Chappelle Show skit completely. You know what else? Who else is like a joke right now? And it's funny as shit to me.
Who's that?
And bro went and barked up the wrong tree this week.
Who's that?
Y'all hear about Trick Daddy Dollars?
Oh, this nigga, man. This nigga got the most turkey ass skin that I ever seen in my life. He looked like a freshly based nigga. Trick Dad, don't you know that? Nigga, shut up. Okay?
Yo, did you just say this nigga had turkey skin, bro?
Yo, he has. You know the skin when you cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Shut up, because when you cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and the skin that you snick before everybody get to the turkey, that's what his face looked like.
Oh man.
Yo,
like, turkey skin is fucking hilarious.
He really looks like a motherfucker who drowned. Like his face
like he bloated and shit.
Right.
You dig? Like when they pull a dead body out the motherfucking river and shit. That's what he looked like.
Y'all want to see a dead body? No. So here go the thing. Right. All right. So for those of you who may not know, Trick Daddy of
oh, you don't know that nigga?
Yeah.
Don't you know that?
I
run up in your house.
So here's the thing.
My old theme music when I used to be a wrestler. That's the story we will
this
talk
nigga
about.
has I be forgetting about to know this nigga is to know a nigga who will do anything at any point if that's really what he feel like doing in that moment. I'm not getting into that. But Trick Daddy of, again, you don't know Nan fame, this nigga went on some media outlet that he was talking too much on.
Right.
Essentially said that Beyonce can't sing and Jay was never the king.
And then there was one with dick eating. Like, shut the fuck up.
Wait. But then had a chance to back off said statements and doubled down. So here's the thing, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I can't tell Trick Daddy that he's the fuck wrong for feeling the way he feel. I can tell him he wrong based on my opinion, because shut the fuck up, nigga. Number one, Beyonce's magic is in her entertainment, not necessarily in her voice. Her show is amazing. I've been to a couple of them. They're fucking fantastic. Right. I don't care what anybody says. Right. That bitch performs at a level performers should always aspire to go to. She kills that shit. We already have discussed our Jay-Z fanaticism. We won't get into that because this isn't even about Jay-Z. What he said about Jay is what he said about Jay. Whatever. There's a lot of niggas hate on Jay. I don't really worry about that. My thing is, have you not seen what happens to motherfuckers who play with Beyonce name? Have you not saw this movie? This shit is like Candyman mixed with Children of the Corn, mixed with Poltergeist. Like, these motherfuckers are scary.
Mixed with Carmen.
like with a splash of like Misery and Shining at the end. Right. This shit is wow. Look at this pussy in the background. Anyway.
He got the red light, bro. You know how I feel about you and your cat. Look, you got the red light on and the camera right there.
And in the bed. This pussy in the bed.
Yo, holy shit. We can't stay on subject. Y'all niggas is tripping.
You know, hey, you ever been in an argument with a nigga? You ever been in an argument with one of your homies over something stupid, like who got the flyest sneaks or something? And then the nigga don't got nothing to say, but do I or do I not get pussy? Nigga, do I not get pussy? That's all that matter.
When you in an argument and a nigga go to, but I get bitches, like
yeah.
So you lost. So you're conceding then. That's what you're saying. As soon as you hit me with I get bitches, you're conceding the argument. I'm not doing what is this nigga got?
I do keep fly ass sneakers though. Fly niggas.
I mean, I'm about to say, did you just build up your Vapor Maxes, bro? But yeah, no, Trick was on some wild shit talking about them, and they lit his ass up on Twitter. Like, his restaurant rating went from like a 3.7 to a 2.6 in a day. Stop fucking with these people, y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck how you feel about Beyonce. Keep that shit to yourself. If your goal is to continue to have some modicum of success and whatever it is you do not branch out with negative opinions of this woman in the wrong place. You might can keep that shit to yourself in a small spot. You can talk shit about Beyonce here and nobody might never find it. But don't doubt them though. They might find them. Like, don't get us fucked up.
Listen,
like, you understand what I'm saying?
Let's put it this way. You know, Jay-Z don't play at the end of the day, that's somebody's wife, right? So you know how you feel. Don't say fucking nothing about my wife. 1, 2, a person who has been closest to this man, Sean Corey Carter, who has been closest, said on a public platform, and Jay, I know you got shooters. Please don't send them after me. Trick, Miami ain't that big, my nigga. I used to live there.
Yeah, no, Miami is like North Philly with palm trees and a beach. Like, Miami is not big at all, yo.
Word.
Like, I don't run around here thinking it's some sprawling metropolis. This ain't that. It's like a beach, 4 projects, and a business district.
And a lot of Jamaicans.
Push it to the limit. Haitians,
like,
Haitians, not Jamaicans.
Haitians.
That too. Jamaicans, Haitians, and goddamn Cubans.
All them islands, like all that shit is down the street. Cuban B.
Yes,
all that
Cuban
shit is down
B.
the street.
Nah, my nigga said, Jay, I know you got hitters. Oh, yeah, it was Kanye. Jay, I know you got shooters. Don't send them after me. Let's have a conversation, bro.
And that's a nigga from Chicago. That's funny.
That's a nigga from the south side of Chicago who is like this with Hove, so he know that shit gotta be valid.
Yeah, no, see, and that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand the blatant hating. Like, that's just weird. Speaking of blatant hating, y'all hear about this Usher and T-Pain shit?
Yo, you know what? That shit kind of fucked me up for real.
Yo, like, here's
that
the
shit
thing.
Fucked me up.
Like, I really was saying fuck Usher all week.
Yeah,
like,
that's just corny.
Bro, like, he really, so apparently the story goes, T-Pain was on some sort of media outlet speaking about a story with Usher, saying that Usher came up to him on a plane. Woke him up out of his nap on a plane to tell him he ruined R&B with auto-tune. And T-Pain said he went into a spiraling depression afterwards. Now, here's the thing, right? Again, myself and Hood and Left, we are always advocates of mental health and taking good care of yourself in a mental fashion. It is absolutely paramount and is one of the most important things you should do. We don't take that shit lightly, and it's not something that we play about around here. So to hear that he felt like these words were so powerful enough from somebody who he idolized and who was part of the reason why he was doing what he was doing to begin with, and somebody who he had really held in a high regard, giving him this unsolicited opinion, you know, and to turn around a couple years later and then do a whole half an album with auto-tune because it was the thing and you couldn't sell without it with your bitch ass. Like, I don't know, man. Like, between Usher Bucks and this, like,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Take a step back from Usher Bucks. In the meantime, he was burning fat bitches for 3 years straight. Let's keep it a bean.
Oh man.
Let's keep it a bean.
It's the herpes.
He was having big
Stephen Hell, motherfuckers.
Leave that nigga alone. Yo, that shit is so corny. You got like this is my thing. Everybody knows that I joke around and say I got mommy issues. The issue between my mom and I is that she doesn't understand the power that she has over me as my mother. So a lot of times, so like y'all always joke around like, oh, Hood don't know what the fuck can say out of his mouth. That comes from Tasha. So at a point where I'm very impressionable in my formative years, my mom says certain things that kind of molded me into the negative qualities that I have as myself. So being the OG, like you woke this man up. You literally could have walked by like, oh, T-Pain, I see what you're doing. That would have made his whole life. In your head, I see what you're doing could have been, I see what you're doing. That shit is fucking terrible. But that could have made T-Pain's whole life.
Right.
Not understanding what the power that you have over people, the power that you have that could really make or break a person's final outcome. Like T-Pain really, I'm not saying that like you never know what point somebody is at, right? So one person can say, oh, if T-Pain would have killed himself over that, he a bitch. But bruh, that could have been that thing. How many times me and you have both dealt with this? Left, I don't really know if you've dealt with this in the same manner, but how many times have you ever dealt with that? Like, bro, like this today, the paint ain't dry. It ain't, or today, my shoelace broke. Or today my sock keep fucking sliding down. Today might be the day. There's been not ample time. There's been a couple times in my life where that one little tiny thing, I'm like, bruh, all I wanted was a fucking Canada Dry pineapple soda. And today they only got days. And I'm using that analogy because there was a point where me and you used to work together and everything was fucking crumbling around me. My engagement was failing. My work was failing. I had a supervisor who didn't give a fuck about me. I hated my life. And I said, you know what? Hey, can I go run over to the Poppy store? I just need a soda. I went over there to fucking get Canada Dry, and there was no Canada Dry pineapple soda. There was only days. And I was like, when I get home, I'm going to fucking kill myself. You never know what people are fucking going through, and you never know what, like, fuck you, bro. Thank God that I had somebody like you who was giving me just a little bit of air between my cells, because I'm not a person who really talk about my shit to people one-on-one. Right. Like, you never know where people be the fuck at, bro. So that, then nigga, I ain't never playing Hot Toddy ever again. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, no, I wasn't feeling extra for this. Like, he's definitely eat a dick status for this one. Like eat a dick. Like that's some corny shit, man.
Wait, so where do we put that with Def for Autotune?
Because Def for Autotune was different. Usher told that man he ruined R&B.
Right.
Like Hov was saying, y'all niggas who rapping, stop that shit. That was a different discussion. Those are two different discussions.
Yeah.
So no, he was good.
Like Hov was honestly bigging T-Pain up when he did that for Auto-Tune. He
Real
was just
rap,
telling everybody else, like, yo, this motherfucker created a lane, and all of y'all jumping on that lane. That shit ain't for y'all. That's not for y'all.
Get out of that. Yeah.
Let him do what he do, and get the fuck out of here. You know, because if you think about that shit, yo, T-Pain had that shit rocking for like 18 months straight. I believe it was like a good 18 months straight. Where
I think T-Pain got like 3 classics, right?
Here's the thing, man.
I'm not even.
It was a point in time where if you ain't have Pain on the track, you wasn't doing the right things.
Right.
You needed a feature.
Yeah, and he was on everything. Like, everything. Like he owned it was 2 summers in a row that he owned completely.
He did an album with Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was clearly #1 in the world.
Right.
He did a collab with Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was clearly at the top.
A hard verse, because when he was only rapping on there, his verses were hard too. I ain't gonna hold it.
No, he can rap and he can actually sing. Yes. He doesn't need auto-tune to sing. Now he does not need, but what I'm saying is that he was always like a good bass level. He might not have been like rock a crowd singing, but he could always sing. And then he got some voice training, some coaching, and some other things, and now he can sing. But he can sing though. Like, dude can sing, and Gigi was just saying the same thing. He definitely can sing.
Yeah.
All right, so, but shout out to T-Pain. Fuck you, Usher. That was corny.
Out here burning fat bitches. What's your problem?
that's that is beyond crazy. Last little note before we get into the meat of the subject.
Like that. Don't shoot the BBWs like that.
Man, listen, that's Mike like him
hey, you gotta be too something to do something. You know what I'm talking about. hey, fuck around with me. You gotta be 3 something to see something.
Yo, wait a minute. Damn, nigga, what?
That's it's all for you.
So, quick reset. Literally Anything podcast for the people. We 1 minute and 23 seconds and some change in. Appreciate anybody who was tapping in with us. 1 hour. I said 1 minute. I'm sorry, 1 hour. Yeah, I'm that fucked me up. I wasn't ready for the 3 something to see something. That skewed my radar off a little bit. That's hard. 3 something to see something. Anyway, so before we get into our little, are we doing both, y'all, or are we just doing the one? We gonna do both. Y'all, I don't know if y'all prepared for both. Either way,
let's see where life take us.
Give me a second. Like warm it up. I gotta run downstairs. A delivery just came, so I gotta go.
Go ahead, do your thing, because I want to just mention something and laugh at Rudy Giuliani because he lost his law license in New York for lying about the election. So we just want to send.
Turn your camera off, because I swear to God, if I see a ghosty in background, I'm gonna air this bitch out. I'm gonna
this whole shit out.
I'm gonna air
this whole shit out.
Turn your camera off, bro. I'm being dead serious. I don't like that. If a door open in my crib, I gotta close that bitch, because if I see a white man walking across, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground. I swear to God.
Oh shit. Yeah, but no, Rudy Giuliani lost his he has a suspended law license in the state of New York for continuously saying that the election results were rigged and so on and so forth. So he has been penalized for that. And that shit is funny to me. And I like, fuck Rudy Giuliani. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. I just thought that was funny and made me laugh. I hope it will make somebody else laugh as well.
You know what seems to be the motif for this episode, for real? Just mediocre ass niggas just talking where they shouldn't fucking talk, my nigga. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
Shut up. Like, Usher, at this point in life, you a mediocre ass nigga. Ain't nobody checking for you.
Just
goddamn Trick Daddy. I ain't checked for Trick Daddy since Take Him to the House. What was that? 03, 02, 01?
305?
Yo,
right. Slip and slide. Take it to that was hard.
All across the world. That shit was hard.
Does everyone realize that we got Rick Ross because of Slip and Slide Records? We're all okay with that, right?
Oh,
I'm okay with
shit.
It. Because,
bro,
yeah.
I think you just pointed out where Trick's disdain for
Jay.
For Jay.
Damn. We just put it together. Facts.
It ain't nothing that has to do with that man's ability. Trick would be sitting lovely right now if my man didn't sign the Def Jam, and then Jay has a penchant for it. Hey, let me get your paper right. Let me get your paper right.
Crazy. I like that. I like where you're going with it.
When we look at it, truthfully speaking, over Jay's career, the only niggas that have anything bad to say about Jay is the Philly niggas. But when you look at it, the Philly niggas sided with Dame.
That's what the problem was. It ain't had nothing to do with Jay. It had everything to do with they was loyal to Dame. And if you talk to Freeway, Free don't have shit bad to say about Jay.
And not a motherfucking thing. Because you want to know what? You want to know what? Hove bought some copies of that Girl Talk mixtape. That I don't know if you are familiar with Girl Talk. I fuck with Girl Talk heavy. Right. EDM DJ now, he's like a hip hop producer now. White dude, white shorty I was dealing with in high school was like, yo, we should go see Girl Talk in concert. I don't know what the fuck Girl Talk is. She played me some of his EDM music. It's not really EDM. It's just like he samples like 3 seconds of little pieces of music and makes bangers. So. Right. It's within the fair use piece of the Constitution, so he doesn't pay royalties. That's his niche. Okay. I'm at this Girl Talk concert, and I'm like, bro, when this motherfucker coming out? So after the concert is over, I was like, bro never came out a single time. Like, I heard the music, but the curtains was closed. It was at the House of Blues in Atlantic City. Shorty was like, we was next to the booth, right? And she was like, yeah, that was him. He DJs from within the crowd. I was like, oh, I thought the fucking sound engineer was just going hard.
That's dope.
Nobody fucking with him. Nobody, because he's a regular ass looking white dude. He got a couple beats on the Dreamville album. Like, he's really come up. So I'm saying all that to say he had from I want to say like 2015, 2016, right before Freeway got real sick. He did like a 6-song EP with Freeway. It's called like Gold something. I'll tell you in a second. But that shit is hard.
Right. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. The relationships are shaped through whether or not you got your money when you was trying to get your money and so on and so forth. You know, that's how that always go. But as y'all know, every single week we come up with like a couple of different subjects to just focus on for the last half hour or so of the show. It's usually music related because we really heavy into the music over here, and that's kind of something that drives all of us. We actually had 2 this week. But I'm gonna go with yours first, Hood. So the question was an album that you did not like at first. The first couple times you heard this album, and you didn't really like it, but eventually it grew on you to become one of your favorites. Right. This was an interesting discussion. I really liked it because I have a few that fall under this. But yeah. I'm interested to hear what others have to say.
Lef, you got yours? Do you have any that come to mind?
I'm trying to look through my library because like it's hard. Like for me, it's a thing where I don't normally save certain stuff. You know, like I save shit that automatically grabs me. You know, like within my library or whatever. But it's something that I'm scrolling through my library right now, and I know that there's like it's something in there, but right now it's nothing that stood out.
I can tell y'all one that would surprise y'all. For me, it's just one. I have quite a few, but I can tell y'all one that might surprise y'all.
What's that?
Forest Hills Drives. I didn't. Wow. Forest Hills Drives. I did not like that joint the first time I listened to it. And let me not say I didn't like it. It's not that I didn't like it.
It wasn't probably
it wasn't like like 4 songs stood out, and I was like, yeah, they all right, but it's a lot more songs. And like I listened to it for like the first 2 weeks, and then I just put it up. And then a couple singles started dropping. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'm going to go back and listen to this joint again.
You start
and
catching
then I
the
went
in between
back,
the singles.
And I started like really like digesting the material and really like, damn, I could relate to that. Damn, I like that. And for some reason, I don't know how, but it just kept like playing. I'm like, damn, I feel like I hear that shit. Like as it settled in on me, like, this fucking album's amazing. Like, so that was one of them that like it's my favorite Cole album. Like it's now my favorite piece of work from Cole. But I think part of it was the fact that I like Born Sinners so much.
And it just wasn't that.
Exactly, but it wasn't supposed to be. Yeah. And that's where I had to come out of it. It wasn't supposed to be Born Sinner. It was completely intended to be a very different project from that. Mm-hmm. So, and even as you see him build forward, each of his projects sit as one. And he don't really have like connecting pieces of work. That's not how his albums are crafted. They're all their own individual entity of work, which I enjoy now, but I didn't get it first.
I would, so mine is actually one of mine is a Cole album as well, and I would argue that this is a Forest Hill Drive B-side, For Your Eyes Only. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that album at all originally.
To be fair, I still don't a lot. It's my least favorite J. Cole album.
Okay,
like if I'm hearing all of
very introspective album.
It's my least favorite J. Cole album. I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but if I'm comparing it to the way I like those other two we were just talking about, I don't like it. Like,
so even something so much as like, I mean, I've basically rapped Tubman 20s on here before. You've heard Tubman 20s before. Like even on there, I'm Real Niggas Don't Die. Like that, like even just like that piece that got me through my first year out of college. Like my first year out of college, I was used to making so much money because I had so many jobs. Now I have one job that takes so much of my time, and
you can't do nothing else.
I can't, and that's at a point where like I'm really looking for my dad. You know what I mean? But yeah, that album really grew on me, and I want to say last 2 or so years, like Folding Clothes, Immortals, like I said, damn, I'm trying to think. It's a couple of them. My other, I want to say, Kid Cudi as a whole. I don't think I was mature enough to understand Kid Cudi at his hottest. Man on the Moon 1, Man in the Moon 2. I just wasn't. I wasn't mature enough.
Listen, man. Sometimes you have to grow in different areas to understand certain people's, what they're trying to convey with their sound. I like Kid Cudi. It took me a minute to start liking Kid Cudi. He still got his moments where I just be like, bro, like he a weirdo, but he do got bars. He's a very talented weirdo. That's what I'll say. He's an extremely talented weirdo.
The crazy thing for me with Kid Cudi, I liked him right off, and
he did. He tried to put me on, and I wasn't hearing it.
Like I think it stemmed from my me being out of the city, me being in like out in rural America and in other shit, being around other cultures, and then starting to like knowing, like not understanding the fact that I was dealing with depression, with me being away from my family. All of, you know, I'm halfway across the country, and you know, like, all right, I'm sad, but I don't know that I'm depressed. Like, I just miss my folks. I just miss the shit that I'm used to. That's all I'm thinking, not knowing that I'm depressed. Like, when that shit came out, it was kind of like the soundtrack. Like, it
soundtrack to my life.
Yeah, you know, it flowed like, so I was able to like really just kind of flow into it. And it was just like, all right, cool, I could, you know, I could fuck with this. But for me, one of my favorite albums that I didn't fuck with in the beginning was Lupe Fiasco's album Tetsuo in Youth.
A lot of people fuck with that album heavy.
Yeah, it's a good album. I don't know. Go ahead. I'll let you get your shit off. I ain't gonna say that.
Like, I didn't fuck with it in the beginning because it was just like, you went through the whole thing with Lasers, and Lasers wasn't, you know, what it, you know, like, it was so much build up to Lasers, and it was a disappointment to, you know, and I'm a huge Lupe fan. Like, I'm a huge Lupe fan. Like, for me, my coming out as an MC was over a Lupe beat. Like, when people found out that I had bars, it was in the studio session over. You
talking about the Kick Push, John?
Over Kick Push. Over Kick Push.
I remember that shit.
And it's a song called Samora that I like. And we in this huge studio session, like, it's a huge studio session, and it's maybe 10 other rappers. None of them know who I am. It's just, I've been invited to this studio session, and we try to put this compilation album together. And I get in there. Well, I go, and a couple other people rhyme, and I'm just like, do I fit in? I don't know if I fit in, because at this time I'm not confident in my bars. Like, I know I've been writing for a long time, but I ain't been around real Philly spitters.
Right.
So I'm just looking at the fact that I've been putting bars together over however many years I've been away from the city. I've been, you know, like, I've been crafting shit. Like, I've been crafting battle shit. Like,
mind you, this the DVD era. Right. This the heavy DVD Philly era.
So I had battle book. Like, I was always battle book. Like, I had a book with nothing but punchlines. Rum Nitty would love me back then, because that's all Rum Nitty is punchlines. Like, I had a book with like, I used to be like, I would sit back and I would just think of stuff. All right, that's a punchline. That's a punchline. That's a punchline. And when I was writing rhymes, I would just be like, all right, hold on, where the book at? All right, there go a punchline. Boom, I'm gonna put that in right there. That's gonna work. But we in this session, couple people go, they doing their thing, and I'm nervous. I get in the booth and I start spitting, and I'm seeing people's faces, and they just like, who the fuck is this nigga? Mind you, like, I don't know that they're doing it in a good way. Like, oh man, I'm not. I come out the booth. I put 2 bars. I put 2 verses down. Right. I did my hook, my first verse, my hook, my second verse, and did the last hook. And then I'm like, yo, I need somebody to do the third verse, because, you know, song need 3 verses. And nobody wanted to get on the song because I cooked the first 2 verses, and they like, I don't know. So my man Joe hopped on the 3rd verse.
Shout out to
did his thing, and it was just like, and after that, they was just like, oh, you got more shit? Fuck yeah, I got more shit. Nigga, let's go.
I was trying to get this one off, but now that you have.
Yeah, like, look at this book. Let's go. So for me, like I say, I'm a huge Lupe fan. Like, I look at all this stuff that he does, how technical he is in his rhyme schemes. And that album, it just originally, like, it didn't hit me the way that it should have hit me. But then the more I listened to it, because I made myself keep listening to it because of the fact that I was such a fan of his. And then it was just like, wow, this nigga going in. And then some of the beats and shit was just like, the fuck is you doing, dog? Like,
his beat selection is suspect sometimes, man. God damn, his beat selection is suspect sometimes.
Lupe's a fucking alien, though.
But on that album,
as far as rapping,
that
man, he's a goddamn rapper for sure. Here's another one that may this might not surprise you. I didn't like Rick Ross' Mastermind album at first. I didn't. Wait a minute. Listen now. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like it. Right. So the intro on that joint is just bananas.
Yes.
Like it's like the intro, and then it's like I just up my stock. Fuck
right.
Cops. Like he go right in.
Talking.
The first time I heard that joint, for some reason or another, that song didn't play. I don't know if I was in the car. I don't remember what the situation was. So I heard the whole thing without that song, and I was like, it's all right. But how sometimes you got to listen to an album in its entirety because there are certain mood setters within the album. Like, granted, Jay-Z Volume 1 is not an amazing album. It's not. But the way that shit starts, like, man, the first, like, a million in the intro and all of that, like, yeah, there's a tone setter. Like, you gotta hear it with that to even stay in the game. Right. I missed that. I was like, God damn. I had to go back for that. That was one I had to go back for.
He got a hard French Montana hook on there. French Montana smoked that hook. This is it. This is it.
I can't even front. That's it, the hook is fire.
I'm looking at the track list right now.
I'm not giving French Montana no credit.
That's the reason why I had
not bad.
That
hook's that bad.
He got, and then this is because remember, this is what 4 summers removed from him and no, not even, probably a summer or 2 removed from him and Jeezy pushing each other in the BT hallway in that mirror.
Right.
He got, in my opinion, top 5 Jeezy verses of all time on that album.
Yeah, Jeezy showed his ass on that joint. He was fucking that
the first album. Ain't that the first album after he got shot at in the Rolls Royce?
Yep, I believe it is.
He got The Devil Is Alive from Hove.
And coincidentally, the flip side is that what's the joint with what's that? Tyler, Jeezy, and Ross on Jeezy album. Oh, what is the name of that joint? It's not Tyler. I'm tripping. It's oh shit. Hold up. I'm gonna look it up because I'm not gonna sit here and do that. It's on Jeezy album, one of them ones we didn't need, and we'll get into that later. I don't need can I be honest and say I have not needed the last 2 Jeezy albums at all. He could have kept both of them shits to himself. For sure. And Jeezy's my guy. Jeezy's my guy.
That Asian lady was in the sessions. We didn't need that.
Yeah, I'm cool, man. Like you could have kept all that to yourself, Jeezy.
Yo, while you looking it up, I will say while we're on the subject of Jeezy, I seen it all for the first time. And I was in a relatively good place mentally, but a fucking tear rolled from my eye after I listened to the whole verse, bro. And that wasn't even me being a super fan.
Jeezy, Game, and Ross, beautiful on Seen It All. That fucking Ross fucked that up. Go back and listen to that if you didn't listen to it. Like, Ross is the best rapper in the world at rapping about nothing elegantly. He don't talk about shit.
Yes.
Ross don't be talking about shit. That shit sounds beautiful. Like, I don't know. He's so good at that shit, yo. He will talk about nothing.
Listen, this is the crazy part, right? You didn't get the intro, right? But I don't understand how you didn't get amped for Drug Dealer's Dream.
I did.
Shit?
Yeah. Yeah, listen, like I said, I was sleeping on this. I won't tell a lie. Like, upon further review, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about. But I didn't like it at first. Like, it just was one of them that didn't sit right with me at the beginning.
I remember being on my first time listening to that album top to bottom. That summer, it was the first summer after my dad passed. I was living at my dad's house by myself, and my car was fucked up. So I was taking the train from Egg Harbor City, where I lived at, to Atlantic City, getting off at the train station. And if anybody from New Jersey, I mean, y'all probably know about the Jitney.
Jersey trains is trash, and the Jitney is like stick up city. Go ahead.
So I'm on the Jitney. And by the time you gotta think about it, I'm on that whole process like an hour and a half. So I'm, running through the album a couple of times that I remember falling asleep on the train. I get up and then Sanctified came on, and I remember feeling like, damn, this is what I need right now, bro. This is what like this, because you know how it started off with that goddamn with the gospel drum,
right?
And I was like, damn, bro, this is what I need. And then I remember me and my John was arguing, like at the time too, like at that moment we beefing for like a week.
Right.
So then I'm at the man, I'm going through shit right now, nigga, man, fuck. All I wanted was $100 million and a bad bitch. Oh, nigga, all I wanted was $100 million
in a bad bitch.
That's what.
That's that.
Ye went off on there.
Yo, this is the crazy thing. Like, and it's wild because of the fact that you speak of a song called "Sanctified" and it gives you that gospel feel.
Right,
it's
on purpose.
Look, it's so many songs. First of all, me being the grandchild of a pastor, and being in the church choir, it's certain shit like that hits me when it comes to music, like that nothing like it be. Like, it just feels like church. Mind you, I don't get down with church.
Right.
But it's certain things like that. It make my skin like it make like right now I'm thinking about it, and
bro, we was talking about nothing like it last week.
I know,
yeah.
Like the hair bumps, it came up on my skin just thinking about it. Like
real shit.
It's certain stuff like the start of Layla's Wisdom by Rhapsody.
Rhapsody, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Man.
Like what else? It's I'm trying to think. It's a Killer Mike joint. Like Killer Mike used a gospel sample. I'm trying to think of which joint it was that he used, but it's
whatchamacallit for me, Kanye on the second track number 2 on the Coloring Book.
That's track 1.
Oh, track 1, man. Music is all we got. Yeah.
My
God. Yo, that shit is crazy.
Niggas is so corny.
Crazy.
Niggas tried to say all of Coloring Book was trash because of Kanye on All We Got. Niggas was trying to say all of Coloring Book was trash because of Kanye on All We Got.
Now, don't get it twisted. I've said in this very same space that acid rap is pinnacle Chance for me. Like Chance don't get no better as a Chance fan than acid rap. But Coloring Book was fucking fire. Like, we not doing that. That album was really fucking good, bro.
What's your favorite joint on Coloring Book?
Hold on.
It's a little, but I hear it though.
That right there, God in the Building by Killer Mike, dog.
Man,
like how that's just
Killer Mike is so fucking underrated.
And it's
man.
crazy for me. Like, look,
so underrated.
I'm listening to that song one day, right? I'm chilling in the crib listening to that song one day, and like I'm getting what I need from it. I'm still married at the time. My ex-wife come in the room and was like, I know that because this is all like she's all gospel. That's 100% gospel. Like you tell her to listen to such and such. No. I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to this gospel right here.
Right.
And she knew, like, she told me exactly what song it was, who he sampled it from. I'm like, man, fuck
you talking about, girl? That's Killer Mike.
That's Killer Mike.
Yeah.
It's God in the building.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. To answer your question, my favorite song on Coloring Book is probably Angels. It's a personal song for me. It makes me
doing front flips.
Yeah,
that shit is hard.
Yeah, jump shit. Yeah. Oh man, for my real fans, he fucked that joint up. But it's also like just a dope cut for me, like with the hook and just the feeling of my sister and my dad, and so on and so forth. So like it's just a dope ass track. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Chance songs, period. But it's definitely my favorite song on that album.
Wait, before you go any further, Hood, like you got a song that like I know that your pop was special to you. Like you got a song that when it comes on that it just you be on your joint like
bro, I get easy, and it's one of my favorite beats in history. Closer by Guapale.
Ooh,
easy.
Yo, I love that
Fire.
song. I love that
That's
song.
a great song,
bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I got choked up saying that for real.
Yeah. Yo, listen, if you check my story from Father's Day, with like I can't listen to Lupe Fiasco Fighters without crying. Like there's not, you can't cut that song on in my presence and not make me emotional. Like that shit is directly attached to my dad and my grandma. Like on some real shit. Like both of that, like that makes me think about both of them like at a real high level. So Lupe got a couple of them ones on that.
Another one. Oh, sorry, my fault. Go ahead.
That one is definitely it pulls at the heartstrings. And then for me, Kanye Streetlights. Streetlights is the one for me. Like when my grandma passed, like
Kanye got a lot of them Jones though.
I was gonna say
like that and Roses for me. Like
yes,
we talked about Roses before.
Yeah,
we talked about
both of those for me. Like that night when I got the call from Dino and he telling me like, "Yo, we don't got a grandma no more," and like for me, like it was hard because that's his exact words. Like
right.
He called my phone. I answered the phone. Like I knew she was in the hospital. I went to see her. And like I still have like hilarious moments from the last visit, even though I like my grandma
you never already responded knew
because you was there with me that day. Me, you and Jay in the hospital room, and this nigga dancing to the fucking the EKG machine and shit. About he's battling the EKG machine, trying to keep from crying.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And then like they moved her from Germantown Hospital to Einstein, and we I get the call this one night. I was coming from the club. Like I was at the club, it just didn't feel right. I left. I get a call from my cousin Dino, and Dino was like, "Yo, we don't got a grandma no more." And I just remember pulling over at the corner of Broad and Susquehanna and losing it. And I drove to my grandma's house, and I picked up my sister and my cousins, and we drove down to fucking Penn's Landing, and we smoked the L. And I don't smoke, but I smoked that night.
Also, this is when weed was like super illegal. Like smoking, like if you get caught smoking in the wrong place, they was trying to give you a real case. You was at CFCF the next morning. But yeah, nah, man. Rest in peace, Grandma. That was I do remember that day. Now it's funny I haven't thought about it because sometimes you kind of push that shit out, but I definitely remember that day.
Rest in peace, Nana.
Indeed, I'm gonna save that other one for next week because I feel like I got like 4. The one about the verses. We'll get back to that. I don't want to push on that, but I do. Any other albums? Any other grow on you albums on your list before we punch that?
I have some that I wasn't mature enough for. What's Kanye drawing with Say You Will? Amazing is on it.
808s and Heartbreak.
808s and Heartbreak. We talked about that before. Yeah, you had to grow up a little bit. Yeah, we definitely had that conversation because that was the AC story, right? Wasn't that the one from AC? Right. Yeah, I remember that story. No, that'll happen though sometimes. Like you don't always you're not always in a space to receive the music. Like, sometimes you just gotta do some shit. Like perfect example is Mary J. Blige, My Life. Like my nigga, I was like 13 when that shit came out. I don't know why that album soothed me so much. Like that shit made me feel better. Like listening to that shit was like, damn, this is a bit sad. I can relate to that. Let me listen some more. Like I don't know why. I know now because I can look back retrospectively, and I've had a little bit of therapy and some other things where I can break shit down differently. But like literally at the age of 13, I'm like, this shit's on repeat, and it ain't just because my sister like it. Like I was listening to that shit every damn day. Why you like this little nigga? Like so, it's places in your life where you might not even realize why you relate to the music. You just do. Or you go through something and then you go back and be like, damn, this is a little better than I thought it was.
Y'all niggas know, y'all know that it's been about a month and a half, 2 months now. I've been practicing bass. I want to learn how to play bass. So to that, I'm pretty sure it's on that album. The song that I can play 2 songs from top to bottom on bass. I can play Hey Ya by Outkast, and I can play All Night Long by Mary J. Blige.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fire. All Night Long is actually a sample. I couldn't tell you who the hell
is
the original.
Mary. So I started playing the Mary Jane Girls. All Night Long
right.
is Mary Jane Girls.
Girls, yeah.
My man Pondo, who's been coaching me through this process. My man's Pondo. He was like, listen, this is, if you could play between the strings, you got it. That's the hardest part, and it's not that. This song's not that hard, but you're still playing between the strings. So I'm playing this, and I was like, man, this is Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige got a couple more notes in there. It's
right.
Diddy chop. Well, the Hitmen chopped it a little bit. I ain't gonna say Diddy. The Hitmen chopped it a little bit. Stevie J and them. Chopped
remember, we used to think Diddy actually did the beats. Like, right. Go ahead, yeah,
right.
I got like, if you want to like, and you playing bass, if you want to fuck with a song, a Mary song, Beautiful Ones, on a big nigga.
I ain't there yet. My fingers hurt.
No, I'm just saying, like, listen to that song. That shit for fucking bass. That song is beautiful. Like, I love that fucking song. Like that album, that Mary album. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was one of my therapeutic albums when I was in the military. Like, it just, like you got your Mary albums like that. Mary is just awesome individual.
She's awesome, man. She's an amazing artist, man.
I want to shout my man's DJ out. Y'all know I'll be name dropping on this motherfucker. So one of my really good friends from high school, Chris, my boy Chris Camper. His older brother is DJ Camper. If y'all ever listen to a song and he'd be like, "Hey DJ," that's my man. That's my man DJ Camper. A song that got me through something like bad, just like bad energy. He produced the song on Mary's Thick of It album. He did a lot of the beats on the Thick of It album. Free Yourself with Mary and Kanye.
Yeah.
Yes. That song.
It's a good song.
That song got me through a lot. And I often say, if that beat would have got the Pusha T inbox first, you can't tell me King Push wouldn't have fucked that shit up.
Yeah, listen, man. Hey, that's a. I'm about to say it's that pain, them strings and them little keys in the back. Yeah, he loved them kind of beats. He'd do the thing on them just. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna give one last little thing that I saw this week. So the Celtics hired a new basketball coach.
Hey, I'm about to be at every motherfucking game, you hear me? I'm about to be at every game.
The new coach of the Celtics, I want to get his name right, not because I give a damn.
You're not gonna be able to pronounce it, my nigga. Just let that shit. Tell them who his wife is. Tell them who his wife is.
Oh shit. Ime Udoka. Come on now, stop playing with me. I can do that.
I forgot you wear dashiki every Wednesday.
Yeah, you got it, my nigga. I used to wear dashiki every Wednesday. I shade up. No, so Ime Udoka is the new head coach of the Boston Celtics. Now, that means nothing to anybody. That shit don't even mean nothing to us. All we know is that Nia Long is his shorty, and Nia Long going to be courtside at Boston Celtics games going forward. So therefore, I will be watching more Boston Celtics games. That's really what that means. 1 + 1 = 2. And Nia Long, out of all them chicks from that era that everybody was like, she the only one that's still right where she was then, if not better, to be honest. Like, if we being real. But, I hate the Celtics. But, yeah, I watch that shit to just, catch it,
Did y'all ever see Nia Long's Breakfast Club interview from like 20?
You talking about the one where she? You talking about when she said Cole wasn't?
Hey, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I would have checked her, bro.
It's no way in the world. I would have. Where the fuck she at?
Yeah, but he didn't only say that J. Cole was. She was like, J. Cole was not too young for me. That gave. Hey, that was like when Drake was like, I know them type of hugs. It was one of them.
She was letting him know, and that nigga did not take the alley-oop, Doug.
Hey, you won't know. Won't know.
I'm about to say, or did he?
True.
Or did he? Like, you know,
nigga got caught in the bathroom with Rihanna. Let's put some respect on my man's name.
No, Colt, man, listen. Anything Rihanna involves, you win. Like, fuck that. That motherfucker is anyway. So, Literally Anything podcast for the people. We are 2 hours in and getting ready to wrap this up for this week, everybody. We appreciate anybody who gave us even a second of your time. If you chimed in and looked at us and said, I don't want to listen to these niggas, thank you for that one little hidden view, because they all help. If you was here for the whole thing, we appreciate that shoe. Look, we don't give a fuck, man. Give us whatever you got, and we will make the rest the best out of the rest. That's what we do here. Final thoughts from my folks. Hood, what's up, man? What you got for us to think about till next week?
Nothing really for real. I had a relatively good week.
Good.
Leave black people alone. That's it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Just leave black people alone. Mind your fucking business. Actually, no. I take that back. Mind your fucking business. Everything that's in the universe is not for you. And that's something that I had to realize myself. As you know, I'm not a gossipy type dude. I'm not the dude that'll run around and spill people beans. However, I will take in other people's business and I will let that affect me. That's something that I need to get better with. My object permanence has not developed. The idea of people acting a certain way under certain circumstances, and also understanding that an object is still there even though you can't see it. I don't have that. Like, I genuinely don't. So,
but the fact that you can even admit that is dope.
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
That you even have that awareness.
My understanding of people always, my frustration comes out of, well, they should have did this. They should have did this. No, they're not fucking you. They're not you. So, they're not going to act like that every single time. So I will hear something, or I will be told something, or whatever the case is, and I will let that shit bother me to my core, and it really has nothing to do with me at all, right? So that's mind your business, and that's for me too. Mind your fucking business.
Indeed, Left.
I want to say thank you guys. Like, you know, I continuously thank you guys, because there's times during my week, during my days, where life don't make sense. I'm still going, like,
say that again. God damn.
I'm still going through I'm still going through a lot of changes in my life due to just life changing. Like, you know, like I said, I'm newly divorced. I'm dealing with the parenting issues, you know, by myself, you know, for the most part. And it's a lot. So I also have to deal with the complexities of the job that I have that is extremely depressing. This for me is therapy. Even though I'm not sitting in front of a licensed therapist, this is therapy for me. Another thing, this has been pushing me towards doing something that I've always had a curiosity about, and I'm learning, and that's photography. Y'all see my camera in the background.
Yeah, man, you gotta take that shit out. It's distracting the hood. Hood can't operate with the tripod in the background. Nigga.
It's
you see his face? Look at his face.
Nah, I'm just waiting I'm waiting for something to crawl across your ceiling like a whole nigga. Crawl across your ceiling like Insidious. Like, I don't know why your house is on fire.
It's
like Insidious.
It's giving me a reason to start putting stuff together, because of the fact that when we have the opportunity to start coming together in the same room to give our fans and our supporters this content, I want us to be ready.
For sure.
And that was the reason why when the package came, this is another piece to the puzzle of, you know, the venture that is the Literally Anything podcast. Like, everything like that I'm doing when it comes to the photography also spreads into what we're trying to build as this this conglomerate. It's a beautiful thing, and I thank you guys for I thank you, KP, for making this a staple in our lives, and I thank you, Hood, for being like, and I still ain't got to meet you in fucking person, dog, because you were supposed to have came up that one day. I don't know what happened. Shit happens.
I don't know. I think it was some
bro in school, man.
I
need this nigga to graduate.
You in school, and I get it. Like, and I want you to graduate. I want you to come through, like, nigga, like I'm summa cum laude and all that other shit. Like, I want you to do all that. But at the same time, like, we gotta make some shit happen. Matter of fact, when we
niggas would never know y'all never met in real life. Niggas would watch this and never know that y'all ain't never seen each other. We about to meet. We about to meet within
the next couple weeks, and you have no choice.
No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, your birthday next week. We gotta do something. Like,
my birthday on Tuesday.
I'm gonna tell y'all what. I have a 0 credit cohort class as BS, and I have one class the second half of the summer that frees me up. So you feel me, y'all?
Summertime gonna be wild. We're gonna be in these streets for sure. LAP in the motherfucking building all summer long. Y'all gonna hate us. This is gonna be different. Like, we really like this in real life, y'all. Like, this energy in your place is what you're gonna have. We not playing with this shit. Go ahead, let's finish up though. I ain't want to cut you off.
So for that, like, I'm thankful. And like I spoke on it, this is my fucking therapy, and I appreciate the shit out of you dudes. It helps me get to, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm thankful for my Thursdays. Like, I want to get to my Thursdays because, like, regardless of all of this shit that goes on, like, I got written up at work today. Like, I mean,
and you just went on, and then you went on here and told that man's business about how he got sandwich smushed by a train. Bro, come on, bro, you gotta do better, my nigga.
If fuck this job was a person, this nigga here.
So I don't give a fuck. The cops gonna tell y'all anyway.
Oh shit!
So
that might be the title of this episode, man. Fuck this job. I
so just like for me, I'm just speaking, like, I appreciate what you guys bring to the table, and what y'all help me to bring to the table, and the therapy that this situation is. Literally anything. Podcast for the people, all of our supporters, because I can't call y'all fans. Y'all put in
y'all supporters. We don't do fans. Y'all part of the family.
Y'all make this go.
Indeed.
So
we appreciate the hell out of every last one of you. Hey man, for the motherfucking people, this is what this is. All right, so just a couple things real quick. So like now y'all see the hat, like I said, the whole Juneteenth shit. Don't do what I did though, right? Because this is what I did when I went and bought this joint. I saw the shit and was like, oh shit, Juneteenth? That's dope. Boom. And then I bought it. And then I realized, I was like, them motherfuckers got me. That's
exactly what I was about to say.
Look. They got me. So I was like, damn.
Yo.
But we're here now. But
KP he was like, damn, these niggas got me. I hate these niggas more than the Nazis.
You didn't even support black business when it came to that hat.
Man,
and
listen,
then all the dashikis that KP got, go look at the tags. Them shits might say made in China.
Look, I don't even listen. First off, I ain't gonna lie to you. GLA bought every single dashiki I own. I did not pay for a single dashiki of my own. I got them all from GLA. Shout out to Mr. Kennedy. Anyway, but That's one thing. Like, don't let them play y'all with this shit. I'm gonna wear it because I ain't gonna waste my $36. But like, yeah, no, y'all don't fall for this shit the way I do. Yes, nigga, a fitted hat costs $36. Some of them cost as much as $40. Like, fitted hats are serious out here. The other thing, I've said this before, and I'm probably gonna say it at other points in time while we're here. Fuck the Nike sneakers app. So today, Nike did a restock this morning, right? Now, mind you, 2 shoes came out. There was a Jordan low that came out and a Dunk low that came out. Those were originally released for today. Then they bought back 4 shoes on a restock. I put in myself for the draw for 5 pairs of shoes, almost $700 worth of merchandise. Do you know why I did that shit with confidence? Do you know fucking why? Because I knew for a fact I wasn't getting not a single one of them motherfucking shoes. Anytime you are so confident, you get like I bet, I gamble, I go on FanDuel and I put bets in and I do shit. I've never bet more than $100 on any one ticket that I've ever put in life. I literally gambled $696 this morning, and my dumb ass didn't have a worry in the world. Because just imagine if every shoe hit at once. I'd have been mad as shit. Mad as a motherfucker. Account overdrawn because this is a strictly sneaker account. So it was only like a couple, like I didn't have enough money to cover the bet. Like I ass bet at the beginning of the shit. It was good with it because I knew I was going to take a L. Fuck you, Nike. Fuck you, sneakers at. Fuck all y'all. Man, whatever, man. Go ahead. What was you about to say?
Bro.
Damn.
How you let the sneakers at Michael Jordan you, bro?
Like, bro, and I took that personal. That's the way I felt. Like, yeah, like the fuck, man. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just like I really woke up and chose violence. I just hit inner draw on every last one of them bitches. Yep.
That wasn't even a Michael Jordan situation.
Let's go.
That was
Look at that motherfucker. That was like, unfortunately, right. It didn't work out this time. Fuck you, Nike sneakers, man.
That was all Juanita Jordan, dog. That wasn't Mike. That
man, listen, I don't care which one of them it is. Fuck all of them.
Text me what sneakers you need. I got you.
Fuck you, sneakers app. Eat a dick, and that is how I feel. That is where we go. And that once again, y'all spent your what? Go ahead, Left.
Yo, it's funny, like, because we talking about sneakers, right? It was one motherfucking pair of sneakers. My girl gonna get mad at me about these motherfucking sneakers too, because if you got a girlfriend, that means you're not allowed.
Nigga, we was talking about you running trains on bitches in the former life. I don't think this is what she's gonna be.
That was in the former life. That was in the former. I was trained for this.
As soon as that camera go off, she want to throw a toy train at you. You was trained for this, huh? Wow.
Look, all right. This is the funny part. All right, so if you got a girlfriend, she don't like you wearing gray sweatpants, right? Now, my shoe of the summer is the New Balance 327.
Yes, indeed.
Like, it's a particular one of these joints that I could not find in men's size. Like, it wasn't a man's shoe. I had to order a size 12 in this women's shoe. And it goes perfectly with some gray sweatpants. She gonna beat me the fuck up when she sees
your meat gonna be extra sweaty in them gray sweatpants. Philly get hot. This nigga gonna have a kielbasa. This nigga gonna have a kielbasa. You ain't gonna get no coochie all summer long,
that, bro.
Nigga, I'm gay. I don't care.
Pause that.
Wait a fuck, yo. I can't.
No,
man. This is
he just.
I'm out of control.
Literally
out of control.
Podcast
whole damn party's
people.
Out of control.
Listen, this nigga gonna have a goddamn sausage soup in that motherfucker.
I can't take it.
Anyway, this is my summer shoe. This is what I'm wearing for the summer. This is my.
Yo, I got them. Guess what? I'm waiting till the summer over to wear them, so everybody else can wear theirs.
I like the way. I mean, of course, my Yeezys too. I sent you the ones that I just bought.
Right, I need them Oat Jones, the volume 2. Anyway, all right, we at 213. Let me look at this nigga here. He just throwing shoes.
This nigga think he Jack Harlow. He want to be Jack Harlow so bad. Yo, left. You want to be Jack Harlow so bad.
Oh shit!
Jack
Harlow was like, "I'll do anything the New Balance say."
Yeah, no,
these are joints.
Those 327s is fire. The smoke gray with the black are the crazy Jones.
Hey, I know some because Russians and Africans wear the same thing. I know some Russians with some goddamn track pants wearing them right now, all in Bustleton. All in Bustleton.
Isn't that weird? How like that's the only area you can find Russians in the city? Like what? Why? Yo, why there?
Bruh, We work in Southwest. We work across the street from Malcolm X Park. That's where I work, and I feel safe at all times. Hey, midday, you feel me? Walk to the store. Yeah. Sometimes I stay at the joint till like 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I like them.
Good riding home. Motherfucking, I pull up to the. I lived across the street from a Kabasa spot, and I didn't like it. There were some shady characters there. Yeah, anytime you see a white man with a goddamn sleeveless turtleneck and a Puma suit on under it, I don't like that one bit.
Listen, we already talked about
that's
turtlenecks are the clothing of the devil. I don't care what nobody say. You like yep, there it is.
That's some Grand Theft Auto shit.
If you wear turtlenecks,
shit, fucking tracksuits.
If you wear turtlenecks, you the devil. That's
today, Nico Billick.
Turtlenecks and tracksuits. Turtlenecks and tracksuits.
Yeah, like if you wear a turtleneck and a tracksuit together, you don't give a fuck about life. Like you just wake up every morning.
Well, nigga, sometimes you got race
shoes. That's the only excuse for turtlenecks and tracksuits. You say that every day before you walk out the door. Nigga, fuck it. Sometimes you got to race. It is what it is. But love to y'all folks for showing up for us, man. We'll be back here, same bat time, same bat channel as they said on a show about a rich white guy who fought crime. But anyway, don't get me started on Batman. We could do a whole show about Batman and how he is not a superhero. Save your comments, keep it to yourself. Inbox me at litanythingpodcast 2.20 at Gmail if you got any complaints, so I can ignore them properly there, because Batman is not a superhero. We'll be back, y'all, in a week to do the same thing, talk a little shit, have a little fun. We appreciate y'all for being here, and hopefully you'll be here again. Peace and blessings.